Hello, welcome to my videos. In this time, I'm going to talk about the play-in day two, where that happened yesterday with two games, where the Bulls and Thunder will play tomorrow for the eight play. Raptor what I talked yesterday. So I'm going to talk about first in the East Conference. The Chicago Bulls defeating 109 to 105. Sorry, the Toronto Raptors, and Chicago Bulls will play tomorrow against Miami Heat and Miami for the A place in East Conference, and Toronto Raptors were eliminated from the season. So about this game, the first game, the about the Chicago against Toronto Raptors. Toronto Raptors were playing very the first half, where they were dominating the game, where they took a little 11 points difference in the half time, and in that moment I thought that Toronto was going to win the game, but also in the third quarter the Toronto were leading and they won the Chicago Bulls improved a little where they won the third quarter, but in the difference was in the fourth quarter, where in the last 4 minutes of the game is when Chicago Bulls took the lead and they handled it and they win it. Pascal Sakam had the opportunity to tie the game with two free throws he threw, but he missed one, and this was the difference to lose the game. Now Chicago, how I said before, is going to play tomorrow against Miami for the last place of the East Conference against Miami. But in my opinion, I think that Miami will win that game, and Miami will be the eighth set in the East Conference and will face Milwaukee Bulls in the first round. And the other game of the night was that Oklahoma City Thunder defeated New Orleans Pelicans 123 to 118, and Oklahoma and Thunder will play tomorrow against Timberwolves for the eighth set in the West Conference, and the Pelicans were eliminated from the playoffs. This game was exciting because both teams changed the lead several times in the game, where the first quarter the Thunder won the quarter, then the Pelicans were leading the game in the half time, and in the third quarter the Thunder played better, and in the last quarter the Pelicans have the lead of the game, but they couldn't handle the lead and they lost the game. Also, it was an important play here where the game was where the Pelicans were leading but couldn't handle, and what Brandon Ingram had a shot to win the game, but he failed. So now the Thunder will play tomorrow, how I said before, against the Timberwolves Thunder. No, Minnesota Timberwolves and Minnesota, and this will be a good game because Thunder did more than what the people expected. Because in my opinion, I thought that Thunder were going to be one of the worst team in the league, and they are the youngest team in the league. And to be honest, I am very disappointed for the Pelicans because I thought the Pelicans were going to fight for the championship this year. But Sean Williamson, it was a game injury. He missed 45 games in the season, and this affected the team. Also, Brandon Ingram missed a lot of games. I think he missed like 25 games in the season, and this affected the team because remember the Pelicans were the best team in the last December, the last year. But when with this ball the two of these stars injured, this changed a lot to the Pelicans. Also, they want to know if what they are going to do with Sion Williamson, because he has lost 94 games since he entered to play the NBA. So about the Thunder and Timberwolves game, I think that the Thunder are going to win that game and are going to be the eighth set in the West Conference and will face Denver Nuggets in the first round. But let's see, because Thunder had nothing to lose. So here's one my opinion about the playing day two, the what happened, and the games that are going to play tomorrow. See you next video, Gibran.